Hey, welcome back. I'm Carissa and this is Carissa's Garden, and I received a very exciting package today. This is from Lee Valley Tools. It's a Canadian company, and I wanted a soil blocker, but you know, free shipping, so yeah, ordered a couple other things. So I thought I would invite you guys to come along and see the things that kind of caught my attention that I decided to purchase. So here we go. First item, compost tea bags. This seems to be all the rage right now. And it's so funny to me that gardening can have trends, but I guess it's also, you know, knowledge as we gain knowledge about what our gardens prefer and what our plants want. So this is, it says, what is compost tea? Compost tea is a liquid extract of compost that contains plant nutrients and beneficial microorganisms. Compost tea helps build beneficial microbial populations in your soil. So yeah, I like tea and I think my plants will like this tea. So that's number one. I think it comes with 12 bags. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. This I'm really excited about. A Gardener's Journal, 10-year chronicle of your garden. I'm not much of a gardener, but I do recognize the benefit of taking records and seeing what worked and what didn't. And what I also like about this is it's 10 years. So if I am consistent in my record keeping, I will gain a pretty good understanding of what my property likes and doesn't like, and even personally as a gardener, what I can grow and what I probably shouldn't be growing. So yeah, I'm very excited about this. This was actually my Valentine's gift from my husband when I was looking through what I wanted. It was pretty expensive, $50, which is quite a lot. So I told my husband, instead of buying me flowers for Valentine's or chocolates, can I please have this? And he agreed. Yeah, I'm really excited about this. Now here is why I ordered it in the first place, and that would be my soil blockers. So I did get the 2-pack. This is 20 of the 3/4 inch, I believe. Yeah, that looks about right. So there's 20 in here, which just blows my mind. I hope that one's useful because that is tons. And then this one, they're 2 inches, and there's 4 of them. I think I'll be using this for, I would assume, like tomatoes, stuff that kind of grows quite fast. But the slower growing varieties, I'll be using this. I just want to try it. Oh, that's cool. It feels pretty well made. A local gardener on my Facebook group, our local Facebook gardener group, recommended this brand. But I have seen other gardeners use some foam here, just because when you are doing, you know, hundreds and hundreds at a time, that metal can bruise your hand. So I probably will do that. And it comes with some instructions. It does come with a recipe for soil blocking, like a soil blocking mix. I'm going to try potting mix because it seems like it's fine. Most people do use potting mix, and yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And hope it works. Looks like there's some replacement cubes for the 3/4 inch, which I'm sure are handy. I believe that's what they're for. I think. I don't know. I don't know what this is. If you know, let me know. Oh, and then this last item, deer fly patches. So, like I said in previous videos, we just moved, we bought the property just over a year ago, so everything is new to us. But according to what the neighbors say, it's uncommon how many deer flies we did have last year. And if you don't know what a deer fly is, I'm so jealous that you don't know, because they're awful. They are smaller than a horsefly, but typical type of thing. Like they bite, and yeah, they will even draw some blood. So they were horrible last summer. They didn't last long. It was a week or two at the most, but yeah, they were dreadful. So anyway, these, like if you've used those yellow fungus gnat sticky traps, I think this is a similar type of thing. Yeah, looks like you can put it on your cap. That's neat. Hopefully those will keep them away. And it comes with 12, which I think will be enough for if it only lasts for a week or two, if it's bad again. And if it's not, then maybe I'll save these for another year. But yeah, they were highly recommended on their website. They said that they do a very, very good job at catching them. And then I have just a catalog. I requested the catalog because I didn't even know Lee Valley Tools sold gardening items, so it's kind of fun to see what's for sale. And like I said, being in Canada, we don't have as many options like Gardener's Supply. I wish they shipped to Canada. That would be dangerous, that website, if they shipped to Canada. Maybe it's a good thing that they don't. But anyway, this might be something similar for us. It looks like, yeah, there's trellising systems, hose systems, irrigation. Yeah, so that'll be fun to look through. Yeah. And the last thing I was going to do was try my soil blocker. So we're about 12 weeks from our last frost, maybe 11. So it's still recommended that we do more perennial types that can kind of deal with being grown so early in the season. So what I was going to do was some more echinacea. This is the purple variety, the purple coneflower. And I'm going to try doing the soil blocker. So it looks like you have to use a lot of force, and you wiggle it, or maybe not wiggle, maybe you twist it as you're pressing firmly, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So my soil is pre-moistened, because that is recommended as well. So here we go. Here's my first soil blocking. I'm twisting my wrist and pushing firmly. It didn't work. I don't know if I'm not using enough force. Maybe I will get up and do it again. Okay, it worked. It is quite wet, as you can see, it's dripping. So as you can see, all of the cells are full. And now I will release them into my tray. Oh, that is beautiful. That is so cool. It's sliding. That is just really fun. I'm sure it won't be fun after I do like 100, but I'm gonna see how many seeds I have. I did try the winter sowing method with these, so it's not a full packet. It says I have 150. And these are 20. Oh, simple math. I'm just gonna try for maybe 80. Let's see how that goes. Oh, it's not old yet. It's still fun. That is satisfying. They're almost like tiny bite-sized brownies. So I did 3 sets of 20, so that's 60. I'm gonna fill the entire thing up, and then I'll just go up to my seed storage and see what else I can throw in here. Because I bet you I'll be able to get 180 in this tray, which is insane. If you think about how big 72 cell trays are, like that takes up a ton of space, and this is substantially smaller. I would almost say half as big for twice the amount of plants. Wow, that's beautiful. And I will maybe have to transplant some of them, but the benefit is you do get a stronger seedling with this method. They are air pruned, is what I've heard. So because there is a gap, instead of the plastic blocking the seedling, and then the seedling starts to do that circling root method. Let me just remind you that I'm a beginner, but this is my understanding on it. So instead of doing that circling root method, which is not ideal for a seedling, it doesn't produce a super strong seedling, this air prunes, so it stops the root from growing that way, and it just encourages it to kind of grow around. And then once you do transplant, it has an easier time of finding its way out of that little area that it was originally grown in. So yeah, these are tiny, and I'm sure I will have to transplant, like I said, but the benefit is I can get a lot started. And then the ones that don't work, I'm not wasting like an inch by inch, square inch, right, for each seedling. I'm only wasting essentially a 3/4 inch, which is quite smaller, because maybe cells are more like 2 inches wide. Anyway, I'm babbling, so I'm gonna finish up this and then I'll pop some seeds in. All right, I have completely filled this little pan. I said this in a previous video, but instead of buying the disposable plastic cell trays and the kits you can buy, like the mini greenhouse kits you can buy that come with the dome and everything, which, you know, become a little bit wasteful, and they can break, yeah. So anyway, I found these, a big pack for very inexpensive, and I thought these will last me many, many years. So yeah, as you can see, it's not perfect. Some of them have kind of tilted over, but I love it. My first impression, like for a beginner gardener, I love it. It even has a bit of a divot in each one where you can place the seed if it's maybe a direct sow or surface sow or maybe, yeah, whatever, it works. Yeah, I'm very pleased. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I did it 9 times and my hand doesn't feel strained, but I can definitely, you know, feel that I was working it. So I'll definitely have to add that foam to it. But that is super, super impressive. I'm happy about that. All of my trays are filled. Well, 2. I've done two trays with the new soil blocking method. And like I said before, I'm very impressed just with my first impression. I was so impressed I decided to do a second tray. This is just a lid that came with my baking set. And here is my most perfect one, which was the second last one I did, of course. So it was quite uniform compared to the other ones. But you know what? I think they'll be fine. You know, like some of them have fallen over, but they'll be fine. So I looked at my seed starting list, or schedule, I should say. And in addition to Echinacea, the purple variety, I'm going to try my Snapdragons now as well. They are the Sherbet Toned Chantilly mix. And that's the only one I got. I don't know why. I don't know if they were sold out already, or maybe I thought that arranging such a spiky, tall flower might be a bit of a challenge. And the sherbet was light pink, coral, salmon, and apricot. So maybe I thought the mix of that'll be fine, and that'll be enough for my first year. I don't know what I was thinking. It was a bit of a blur. So anyway, I'll get these started and put them under my lights. Actually, I won't. Echinacea does not want to be in the light to germinate, but it does want to be warm, so I'm going to place it on my seed warming mat and then put another tray directly on top of it, because I have seen people use one seed mat to warm 2 trays. So the top one is foxglove. The foxglove does want to be warm. This wants to be warm but dark, so it'll go right underneath until it sprouts. And both of these I'm going to be bottom watering, and then just kind of draining off the excess after they sit for a bit. This one does want to be in the light to germinate. This one, meaning Snapdragon. The Snapdragon wants light, but it can be cool. I think 12 degrees Celsius. So yeah, I will throw these in, place some vermiculite on, and then I will show you where they are on the seed starting shelf. All right, my seed trays are all in here now. So underneath the heating mat, I have the eucalyptus, which wants warmth but dark. And since I did so many soil blocks, I also put in lace flower, 2 colors, lacy blue and lacy pink. So that is all under there. I think I did about 72 eucalyptus and I don't know, maybe 30 of each lace flower. And then over here, the type that wants the light, I did snapdragon. I think about 96 of those. Oh, we'll see. I think 96, yeah. And then I filled up the rest of the tray with just some half-empty seed packets I had, like Rudbeckia and Pyrithum, Giant Robinson, something like that. Yeah, so they want the light, so they're right here. And yeah, everything is looking good so far. So we'll check in later and see how it goes. Thanks for joining me, and have a great day.